Good morning, Greensburg. It's another great day. Hey, are you the type of person that when you have something wrong with a vehicle that you're driving, it's making a sound, it's doing something different, do you turn the radio up or does it annoy you so much that you fix it? Which type are you? I'm the type of person that I get so annoyed with it that I end up having to fix it. I can't turn the radio up and overplay it. And I don't know if you can hear that, but you hear that sound my truck's making? What happened is the other day I had, just like the thing that I've learned living in Pennsylvania, there had been a spot that rusted on my muffler, so I decided that I would change it, and I got that all changed and everything, but in the process of doing that, I had to knock some more rust off and be a little bit rough with it, and of course, that led to me knocking an exhaust leak at the front of my truck. Now I'm going to pay someone. I've noticed that same sort of thing going on in churches.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum.
I don't know if you have felt this or experienced it, but churches aren't having a good reputation right now, especially in this area here. Maybe you would be surprised to hear that I read an article recently, just the other day, that because of the recent scandal that has gone on in the church with molestation of children and things like that, that 10% of people have quit attending church. Maybe it would surprise you to know that that article that I was reading was not about the Catholic Church. It was about Protestant churches. Did you even know that there was a scandal going on in Protestant churches as well that has led to 10% of the people stopping attending church? I love church, but I'm not one of these people that would say that churches are completely void of problems and that there's not a whole lot of bad things going in churches. I fully understand that we have a broken system and that churches are broken and there's a problem that needs to be addressed. So let me ask you a question. Why does a church exist? Now, if you go to a church, you'll have one answer, but if you don't go to church, you'll have a totally another answer. See, this is part of the problem that I'm talking about. There is something broken in the system that I desire to fix. See, we believe the Bible tells us what our mission is, and that mission is that we're to go out and make disciples of all the world. I think the system is broken, and I think it's broken for two main reasons. The first reason that we should focus on is that everybody inside the church thinks that the goal is to get everybody else inside the church. You see, the majority of people that go to church, including pastors, think that the main goal that we should be focused on is filling these seats. If we have more people that come to the event that happens on Sunday, then the church is growing, and that is the goal. So the goal is to host an event that happens once a week and is a big deal, and there's a show, and spectators come to the show, and they watch the show, and they walk out the doors, and that's church. That's what going to church is. I disagree with that. The people outside the church don't even know why the church exists or what the point of the church is. See, this is our building back here. This is what Keystone Church is. It was an old bar and nightclub that we converted the building as best we could. You can see it's still ugly on the outside, and there's a lot of change that's happened on the inside, and that's a story for another day. But the reality is that everybody outside of the church doesn't even know why the church exists or why that should be important to them. So that brings me to the point of this video. If the church is broken and the system needs fixed, if everybody inside the church thinks that the goal is just to fill the seats on Sunday morning, which it's not, and everybody outside the church doesn't even know why the church exists or really even have found a reason to care why the church exists, what are we supposed to do? See, I believe that all of this together is creating an issue that is a very, very serious issue. I believe that in our generation, the relevancy of the church is lower than it's ever been. The impact of the church is lower than it's ever been, and the problems that exist in the church are greater than they've ever been. I believe the church is called to be in the city. Not just existing, but serving the city. I believe that the church is supposed to be a part of the city, a vocal part of the city, because the mission of the city, which is to create the laws and the culture and the atmosphere of change and growth and prospering, is also the goal of the church. We want to see people change. We want to see the world impacted. We want to see all that. So if the city believes in this and the church believes in this, then we should come together and we should start this conversation about how the church is relevant in the city. That's what I want to do. I want to tell the story of how a pastor that has done it wrong for 13 years, leading a church that has done it wrong for 13 years, in a community that has existed for years, doing it all wrong, how we can come together and we can change that story. See, at Keystone Church, here's what we've been saying inside these walls. We love the city. We want to serve the city. We pray for the city. Now it's time for us to get out there. Now it's time to quit gathering all the time, talking about that amongst ourselves, but to get out among the city, show them that we love them, show them that we're going to serve them, show them that we're praying for them. That's what My City Greensburg is about. It's a vlog about how we are going to bring back the relevancy that we can't just ask for it back and then it be given to us. We've got to earn it back. We've got to work for it back. And then we're going to make the church relevant in the city. And here's the thing, it's not just about us. We have partnered with these other churches that I can't wait for you to meet. There are pastors that I can't wait for you to meet. We host them here. We pray together. We work together. We work through all this together. We've got plans of churches working together. That's right. In your community, churches of different denominations are going to come together, and we have a vision and an idea of what it means to impact our community. So if those are things that you are interested in, if Greensburg is something you're interested in, if change is something that you're interested in, then here's what I want to challenge you to do. Like this video, subscribe below. When you subscribe, it gives relevance to the channel, it helps spread the word, and then it also sets it up so that you can hear this message and follow along with it. Share ideas. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think, what your beliefs are. Let me know what you want to see happen in this city. Let me know what you hope becomes the story of Greensburg and the churches. Maybe you're one of two people. Maybe you're watching this channel and you have become disgruntled with your city, Greensburg. You are frustrated with the direction that it's gone. You're frustrated with the leadership. You're frustrated with the choices that are being made. You're frustrated with all of this stuff that's happening in your city. Or maybe you're on the other side of it and you're someone that has grown disgruntled with the church. You've been hurt in the church. You've seen bad examples of the church. You have experienced bad things in the church, and you're just done with the church and you don't see the point in the church. Rather than watch the story to see if we agree with it or not, let's write the story. Let's tell the story of how the church and the city come together and we become relevant.